What's going on, guys? JSGC171, and I'm here to try something a little bit new. Now, you may remember a few weeks back I did a football vlog away when we went to Aston Villa, and you'll be seeing another vlog up soon, if not up already, from our time at the DW Stadium in Wigan following Preston North End. And it gave me a little idea that I could actually start something new where I could rate what we did in the days when we did our away days and visiting different football grounds, what there was to do, give it an overall rating and recommendations, etc, etc, and provide useful information. You can find it written online, and also now you can come here and have a search and see the actual verbal opinions, and I'll put up some pictures throughout the video as well of what it was like throughout the experiences of the days. Now, I've been to many football grounds and many football stadiums, so I'll start with back when, in my opinion, my football following kind of properly started for visiting grounds. It all started back in 2013 with Preston in League One, and they went up against Rotherham. So we're reviewing the New York Stadium, I think it's called, the New York Stadium, and what happened on our day and reviewing throughout. So first off, I'm going to show you the ticket, because this was back in August. It's just been promoted from League 2. And hence, you got the League 2 there, so they must have had back-to-back promotions because Rotherham got promoted at the end of the season. So there's your ticket, what it would look like perhaps. That's what it looked like back in 2013 anyway. The ticket's barcoded, so when you walked up to the ground, it simply put it into the reader, it's barcode read. The Morrison stand, South stand, so I'll put the picture up of the stand popping up, and basically that's the view that you get. So there's the ticket and everything sorted, so we'll rate it throughout the day. Now, first up, we took the train. We went from Kirkham, which is near where I live, up to Preston, and then from Preston to Manchester Piccadilly, and we was meant to go via Meadow Hall near Sheffield, through to Rotherham, and there was cancellations and everything, so we ended up going, delayed us a fair few minutes. We ended up going via Sheffield, and from Sheffield forward to Rotherham. I think you can get a tram there as well, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's kind of how it went. Day, cancellations, it was all a bit boring, it was all very tiring. Is that me? Mine and Aaron's first away day, so, you know, meh. In terms of actual, throughout the day, it was a bit... The result was boring, the match was boring, the stadium was a little bit boring, it was all a little bit, if you get where I'm coming from. It's like a typical small modern football ground. It was all a bit, it's enough to make you yawn, let's put it that way. I'm not putting Rotherham down or anything, because I thought, you know, they got promoted and everything, and if you want to go to Rotherham and visit it, then do so, but I won't probably go back. You know, there weren't, you know, the day was quite boring. It's usually pretty standard stuff. The most entertaining I got was someone smashing up the train. You know, and so that really summed it up. That's kind of what happens in football. So out of 10, I'd probably give the day a 3. So there you go, out of 10. Not very interesting. The stadium, you know, that was nice. I thought it was a typical modern stadium, but the roof architecture was okay. It wasn't typically just perfectly circle. It was near enough perfectly oval and circle shape, but the roof was nice. The seats were comfy. There weren't a massive following. I think it was just over 1,000. You get a big sea of red. The atmosphere is not that great. So it's just, you know, a typical quiet ground on your travels to Yorkshire, southwest Yorkshire, whatever it is. So stadium itself, thought it was okay, so we'll give it a middle ground 5. The area itself in Rotherham, when you come out the train station at Rotherham, if you're travelling by a train, there's a pub across the road where a lot of Preston fans were drinking. We didn't. We chose to head into town because, I don't know, I wanted to see what it was like in the town, because we've never actually been to Rotherham. So it's pretty standard town in England, nothing spectacular. You haven't missed much if you've been there, and you also haven't got much to brag about if you have been there. So, you know, again, I'd probably give that middle ground 5. Terms to play, because there was places to drink. The walk to the stadium weren't too far away, so, you know, cool. You got the transport in and out of Rotherham via the trains. It's a good accessibility to Meadowhall if the trains are running. You got trams. You also got from Meadowhall to get into Sheffield if you're going via there, but to get into Rotherham itself, it's a little bit complicated, particularly if you're crossing over from the Pennines. So, you know, it's all a bit of a pain if you get where I'm coming from. So, in my opinion, I'm probably going to, you know, accessibility-wise, give it a 4. Gets as high as a 4 because the train station is really near the ground. So if you go in via train, then yeah, cool. Last one, most important in terms is the drinks. So we went into the ground. I think you could drink. I think in there. Concourse is quite spacious. You've also got pubs outside. You've got, when we're travelling over the Pennines, you can drink in Preston, you can drink in Manchester because it's stopped by there. You can go to Sheffield and drink there. So, there's not shorter terms of things to do. I'd probably, if I was to do that again, I would do that. But all in all, away day, it was okay. It's not something I'd do again. And overall, I'd probably a 4 or a 5. I'll go for a 4. Because, I didn't particularly enjoy it. So, at the end of the video, I'll just put a quick few pictures in so you can see what it was like there in Rotherham. And that's pretty much it. So, we'll be back again and we're reviewing another ground pretty shortly. If you enjoy it, give a like and subscribe. It's been JSGC171. Peace. Ciao for now.